Fall camp coverage of Liberty football continues on libertyflames.com. Now joined by Cornerbacks coach Marshall Roberts. And before we even talk about your personnel, coach, how has your off-season conditioning gone?
Oh, it's fun. Each and every day we just try to do one thing and be better than I was the day before. So that's the goal.
Now, for all of us that know you, coach, you love running, avid runner. Do you have a favorite route on campus?
Oh, sure. I call it the med loop. So
Okay.
I take off from here, go up past the med school, get on some of those trails, and then loop back here to campus.
So you literally have attacked Candler's Mountain more than once.
Oh, I love it.
What's it take to climb the summit of that?
It's all about Dr. Horton. So he first taught us those trails up there because they made them a long time ago. And it just takes determination. I'm going to get up here and get back, make my meeting.
All right, we all know your cornerback group, a very talented group, D-Block Island. Number of monikers you guys call your group. When you look at your group here in 2016, what excites you about it?
What excites me is maturity. I mean, these guys are, one more year removed, and the progress that they've made in that short time is amazing, just on maturity factor in itself.
Saw a couple times last year the growing pains of having some young kids in there, and now they're a year older. And as the season progressed, you saw them get better. And I'm going to start with one guy right now, Chris Turner, who's a sophomore, logged a lot of minutes for you last year. Where has he taken the next step this fall?
You're starting to see Chris really study his game and start to study his opponent as well. And you're starting to see him really reduce the amount of mental errors that he has. And then you're really starting to see his athleticism shine through in his technique. It's fun to watch.
Moving over to the other side of the field, Jeremy Peters, another young kid, age-wise, but he's got some experience under his belt. Where's he taking that next jump?
He's really smart, and he made a play at Charleston Southern last year. That's rare. We look forward to him making those type of plays all the time, and he's right there in the mix, really doing well and improving each day.
And kind of the veteran of the group, Tyrin Holloway. I mean, he's played a lot even 2 years ago. But Tyrin, I love talking to him. He's very humbled, team-first type of guy. When you speak of Tyrin Holloway, what do you tell people?
He's really trying to push his game to another level, and he's right there in that mix of all the guys that are playing and starting. And I'm really liking what I see out of him in maturity factor as well.
And it's always strategic effort when you decide to redshirt guys. And one guy we're going to talk about, Malik Matthews. You finally pulled the red shirt off of him back during the spring since he redshirted last fall. We don't know a lot about him, but you do. What can you tell us about Malik?
We like smart football players, and that's what we want to recruit, and he's one of them. And then you add the package of being a physical football player and can run. He's got all the tools to be very successful here in his next 4 years as a player. He's the kind of player that you can't keep off the field, so he's pushing everyone. So Malik is a physical, smart guy.
When you look through 2 weeks of camp as we tape this, Coach, this is kind of where the mental kind of grind of camp starts for kids. Your group specifically, how have they handled the first 2 weeks?
Better than they have in the past with this group in particular. You start to see, like I said, the whole key word is maturity. You're starting to see them be the same guys each and every day. Usually don't have too much highs or too many lows, steady eddies. And that's the biggest thing I see out of these guys. They're the same guys every day. They come to work, and we get after it.
Coach, you mentioned highs. We hope we see highs like Chris Turner had against Coastal last year, that big interception. So look forward to great things out of your group this fall.
Thank you very much. So am I.
That's Cornerbacks coach Marshall Roberts.